What's up, guys? I've closed thousands of deals and I'm about to share something that's going to change how you think about sales forever. My name is Tommy, and what I'm about to give you, I have used the same value to close millions of dollars across the board in high-ticket sales. I'm currently the top performance leadership and sales coach at the Elliot Group. We're a 9-figure company that have used these exact techniques in our sales process, and we've taught thousands of other sales professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs this exact and similar techniques to build and scale their income. Now, just know that the actual closing conversation should never take more than 7 minutes. But here's what most people miss. If you're spending 30, 60, 90 minutes trying to close someone, you're already losing. You're actually validating their no. Today, I'm breaking down the exact 7-step framework that's generated millions in sales. This isn't theory. This is what actually works when you're face-to-face with a prospect who needs to make a decision. Before I give you the framework, make sure you have a pen and paper and write this down. You need to understand what's happening in your prospect's brain. When you ask for the business, you trigger something that's called the commitment response. It's a set of mental and emotional reactions that determines if they say yes or no. Here's what most salespeople miss. That decision happens almost instantly. Within seconds of you starting your close, their brain has already made a preliminary decision. The next 7 minutes isn't about convincing. It's about reinforcing that early yes or accidentally validating their no. When you go past 7 minutes, 4 things happen. You create decision fatigue. You signal your own uncertainty. You give time for new objections to form, and you dilute the emotional impact of your offer. The longer you talk, the lower your closing rate gets. It's that simple. Here's the framework that changed everything for me. Step number 1, confirmation. This will take 30 seconds. So, Mr. Customer, based on everything we discussed, you're looking for X, Y, and Z, right? Get them nodding. If they add something, acknowledge it and adjust. Step number 2, value recap. This usually takes about 60 seconds. So here's how we solve each of those problems. Keep it specific, no fluff, no features, just real impact based on what they told you. Step number 3, decision framing. This will take about 90 seconds. Create contrast. Make the value gap impossible to ignore. So, Mr. Customer, you're here and you want to get there. What I'm hearing is, if you could do this, it would equal that much money, right? Step number 4, direct ask. This will take about 30 seconds. This is where most reps lose their confidence. They say things like, would you be interested in moving forward? Or what do you think? Instead, use the assumptive direction. Let's go ahead and get you started. We just need to handle the first step. Clear, confident, and there's no wiggle room. Step number 5, strategic silence. This will take about 30 seconds. After the ask, just shut up. Let the silence do the work. The person who speaks after the ask usually loses, period. Step number 6, objection reversal. This will take about 2 minutes. If they raise an objection, don't panic. Use this. Hey, I understand how you feel. A lot of our best clients felt the same way. What they found was, then circle back to the ask. Step number 7, commitment lock. This will take 60 seconds. Once they say yes, awesome, let's get you onboarded. I've got Tuesday at 2 or Wednesday at 10. What works best? This locks in the deal and kills buyer remorse before it starts. Now, this framework works because it taps into 4 psychological triggers. Cognitive ease. Simple structure engages their fast decision-making brain that favors action. Loss aversion. People hate losing more than they love winning. That's why framing the pain of inaction works. Decision momentum. Small yeses lead to big yeses. That's why we get alignment early. Commitment consistency. Once they've agreed their needs are real and your offer matches, it becomes uncomfortable to say no. It's not manipulation. It's alignment with human nature. Mistake 1, feature dumping when they hesitate. Don't start listing random features. It screams desperation. Mistake 2, premature discounting. Never offer a discount unless price was their specific objection. It makes you look weak. Mistake 3, answering unasked objections. Don't bring up problems they didn't mention. You're creating new objections. Mistake 4, closing too early. This only works after proper qualification and presentation. If they're not ready, go back to the front of your sales process. Mistake 5, falling for I need to think about it. Don't say, okay, I'll follow up. Instead ask, hey, I totally get that. When you say you need to think about it, just to see if I can help, what was it exactly that you were looking to think about? That reveals the real objection. Now here's my challenge. Use this framework on your very next closing conversation. All 7 steps in order, no skipping. The difference between average and elite closers isn't talent, it's systems. It's having a process and mastering it until you know it better than anyone else. If this system changed my life, it could change yours. Your entire business can transform in 7 minutes or less. Now get out there and let's close some deals.